Hello, my sewing friends. This is Vlogmas Day 16. I'm Jen, and this is my sewing room, and I am really busy in here, and I've been staying up late at night, and I'm not a night owl anymore. I was when I was younger, but my husband is. But we have a schedule that works really well because I like to be up in the morning, and my body just now naturally wakes up now early in the morning. So he doesn't speak to me until I've had 2 cups of coffee, and I let him sleep late, and it works beautifully, just beautifully. But I have had to be up late. I'm working on a couple of things here, which I'm not gonna go into and show you because the people that they're for might be watching. Yeah, it's that crunch before Christmas, you know, that happens where you just have to push so that you have it all lined up and ready to go when it comes time to leave and travel and do the holiday things. So today I thought I would briefly tell you about some channels on YouTube that I watch that have nothing to do with sewing, because I'm interested in everything. I could never figure out what to major in college in because I wanted to major in all of it. I'm interested in all of it. So let me just run down these real quickly, and before I get started, let me also say that if you have any favorites, please put them in the comments because I would love to know what you're interested in too. Okay, let's start out with Food Wishes. Chef John from Food Wishes. I love that channel. Chef John saved me one year when it was my anniversary and I was trying to make steaks for my husband and I just to have a nice dinner, and I did it on a cast iron grill, and it smoked because there was butter that I used with the steak according to Chef John's directions, and so we had smoke pouring out of the house. My husband wasn't home yet, but yeah, we didn't really know our neighbors well, and I think they all thought that our house was burning down, but it wasn't. It was just steak, really good steak, because he knows how to do everything. He's I don't know, I think he's in San Francisco, certainly California, but that area, the Bay Area, and he is a former chef, and he has got the best recipes. And we only do steak his way because it was amazing when I made it that time. And I do his pumpkin pie recipe because, oh, it's so good. It has a special little ingredient in it that makes it amazing. And I do his pecan pie recipe too. And anytime I want to make something and I don't know how to do it, I go to Food Wishes first and I Google their version of the recipe, and I'll tell you what, it's good every time. So Chef John, Food Wishes. Kathryn from Do It on a Dime. I love her. She's in Charlotte, North Carolina, and she will organize everything in your entire house, or show you how to, using dollar store containers. And she does a lot of DIY, like decorating things around the house with dollar store, Dollar Tree and Dollar General kind of items. And to be honest, that internationally, you just think about some kind of a store like Poundland. You know, you go there and you can buy stuff to organize your house, or to make, you know, a centerpiece from, or a wall hanging, or, you know, a Christmas wreath. She does a lot of wreaths. But you know what? She's really fun to watch. And so I just love her. She usually has a video that comes out every Tuesday. CGG Gray is a guy who tells you about things with stick figures. He narrates these little stick figure animations, which are so good. It's how I learned what compromises the entire United Kingdom. I didn't know what's in the UK. I thought it was just England, Ireland, and Wales, and Scotland. No, but there's a lot more to it than that. And apparently there are 2 Londons. There's a London within London. I had no idea about that. There's, you know, the Electoral College in the US. I learned all about that. I mean, he's got some great stuff. And it's entertaining to watch. And all the little stick figure people are just, yeah. Anyway, he's really good. Clean My Space. I like this woman. She used to run a cleaning company, and now she just does tips. Her name is Melissa Maker, and she has a line of microfiber cloths that she sells. And I actually got some of those, and they're my favorite dish rags, you know, ways to clean my counters, and tons of great ways to clean this thing, that thing. She's the reason I know that I could clean out my cup holders and my little things in my car with a toothbrush. I'm not kidding. And she's the reason I use OxyClean with so much in the laundry room. She's just really good. Epic Gardening is Kevin, and he's in California, and he does container gardening. And I think actually he's doing more than that now, because he used to live in a house where he had like urban gardening containers everywhere. But now he bought a house, and I think he has at least a yard, maybe a little bit of acreage, where he's growing things. But he's a master gardener, and he is the reason that I know about fabric pots. Like, apparently they're really good for plants to be able to grow in, because they don't tend to want to get root bound the way they would in a ceramic or a plastic pot. He has a lot to say about organic gardening, and I also know about sprouts because of him. He's just really, you know, there are tons of gardening channels out there, but I just really like him. So you might want to give him a look. Fabulous 50s. Schellea from Fabulous 50s. Now, you know, you'd think this is for women over 50, how to, like, it's a lifestyle channel, you know, how to do your makeup, dress so that you look better, how to stay fit. She has a lot of fitness videos, but her fitness videos are either low impact, so there's not a lot of hopping around. You can walk, and she even has some where you are sitting down. Watching her do this in a chair, it's kind of entertaining. It's kind of makes you want to do it with her. But she is Australian, and she is just a delight. I really enjoy her. So yeah, she's another good one. Joe Scott is a guy who talks about science. Now, this is probably not everybody's cup of tea, but he talks about all kinds of things. Like, at one point he talked about the future of solar energy, which was so interesting, because he talked about how like feasible it was in terms of the big picture, and how expensive it is, and how it's going to get cheaper. And, you know, like he talks about wind power. He's talked about the space program. He talked about a place, some ranch where they have all these urban legends around it. He talked about a couple of people who died, but this case has never been solved. He talks about all kinds of stuff. It's really interesting. And he's a bit of a personality, which is kind of fun too. So I always enjoy him. Miss Laurie at Whippoorwill Holler is another food channel. Miss Laurie is a lunch lady who I adored the lunch ladies at my school when I was growing up. And I even worked in the kitchen around some of them. Like, I think I was the milk girl when I was in 4th or 5th grade. She is amazing. She's originally from Texas, but she's lived in Arkansas and raised a family. And she and her husband live on a little patch of land. And they've got like this little, it's almost like a cabin. And she's got a greenhouse and huge garden. She's got chickens. But she's so calm, and her voice is so soothing, and she cooks down home Southern. So she'll give you biscuits and gravy. I make her banana bread, and it's amazing. And these are all kind of your mom's recipes or your grandma's recipes. Oh, she is wonderful. I can't say enough good about her. I thoroughly enjoy her. I also watch a lot of book channels. I don't do that frequently because I'm subscribed to them on my audiobook channel. Like, it's a separate account. So I don't watch them as often, but there are times that I just want to go back and watch a couple of those channels too. So yes, I have obviously a very wide variety of things that I'm interested in. Here's what I will leave you with. In my life, there was a period of about 4 years where I traveled and sang with a music group, and it was a Christian music group. We went to churches and did retreats with kids and did concerts and all kinds of things. We weren't affiliated with anybody. We were just who we were. And the guy that headed up that group went on and became famous. He became a contemporary Christian artist. His music was amazing. Well, in the group, there were 4 of us. There was me and another woman, and then there was this guy that got famous and another guy. Well, the other guy and I often wrote music. And so there were a couple of songs that I wrote that the other woman has kept all these years. And in fact, she recently went through a breast cancer ordeal, and I think she's now cancer-free. But during the time that she was going through that, she said, I played that song that you wrote all those years ago, and it was really comforting. And I said, you're kidding. Well, that was why God gave that to me. Of course, that's why that song was destined to be written for that very thing. The economy of God. Yes. Well, anyway, I'll put a couple of links down in the description box to the old music that she has collected over the years, from all the times that somebody had a boombox at one of our concerts, or somebody had one of those massive old-fashioned video recorders at a concert. There were a couple of songs that, one was a duet with she and I that it's such a long time ago, but I thought you might enjoy them. So I'll put links to all these channels down in the description box, and that'll do it for Vlogmas Day 16. I'll be back tomorrow, and if you want to see all of Vlogmas from this channel this year, have a look right over here, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas.